Hey, good evening, guys. Hello, good evening,
Good
team.
evening, sir.
Good evening, Sakshi. Good evening, Alo. Good evening, Shruti, Akhila, Sagar.
Good evening, sir.
Hello. Okay, so we are into our final day, everybody. The last day of the program. Time just passes by. Okay, so that's the biggest learning. Days will come, days will go. Just before the start of the session, we were at day 1. Now we are at the day 10. Okay, and that itself is just so much learning into that. Yes or no, people? Okay, if we don't do anything about our day, time will just pass by, life will just pass by. Okay, we will stay the same, we will have the same problems, and but if you ride the wave of time, life really becomes good. So do something about time. It's
Good
running.
evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening. Okay, everyone. So we are into the final day, all. Okay. So today we are going to see a high-level overview of the entire program. Okay. So what all we learned. Now, second important question which you need to ask is, what all have you understood and absorbed? Okay. And then what have you implemented as part of this? And then what are you trying to implement it in forward? Okay, and yeah, so effort will be required from your end. Okay, understanding it, absorbing it is half work done. Remaining half is trying to be consistent and doing it on a regular basis. Okay, and yeah, it will be a bit challenging here and there, but it's possible if you just make a strong determination. Okay, I want to do it now. You just bring all these techniques to your life and you will start finding results. Okay, it is going to be that easy to do, just that strong willpower is required inside and things will start working. Okay, so as part of today's session, we'll be seeing each the session, like what were the topics, what all we took the learnings as part of the session. Okay, so okay, fine team, so let's get started one by one. Okay. Okay, so everybody, we started with a basic like what 9 days 10 days program. Okay, the first half was focused on being productive. Okay, it's like if you are not productive, you will end up losing a lot of time. Okay, so non-productive people, if they take 20 years, think long term. Okay, life is not about 6 months 1 year, life is about 20 years 50 years and death. Okay, and you have to always look for that. Okay, let's assume you're going to die at the age of, let's say, 90 or 100. पकड़ लेते, सेंचुरी मारने का मन कर रहा है किसी का, चलो वो पकड़ लेते हैं. ठीक है, so if you really look at it, and देखो guys, be very practical. Everybody will live, everybody will die. थोड़ा सा make your life interesting. Don't be afraid of death. Okay, it will come to everybody. So look at this big picture. Okay, somebody has to go at any point of time in their lives. And now for that, you have, let's say, best case, if everything goes well, no surprises here and there, still 90. Okay, still 80 people are very healthy, they can walk and they can do everything. पता नहीं 85 maybe, I think people will be there. पता नहीं 90 तक भी कैसे रहते हैं, God knows. Okay, but still target चलो 90 95. Okay, और चलो 90 पकड़ लेते हैं. Now you have to tally back with your life कि अभी where are we going. You might be in your 20s right now. Yeah, majority will be in your 20s. Teens चला गया. ठीक है, so we are all in our 20s. So that means if you really see 20% of our life approximately, okay, 17% 20% we have already lived. So if it is just breaking your life into like 4 sections, अगर 80 का लगाए तो already एक 20% तो गया है. ठीक है, 100 भी लगाने से, right? So now just imagine, okay, some of you might be in your 23s, kind of, maybe something around that. So if it is 100 per lifespan, so we have already left 20 25 of age. Okay, you need to really tally up a few things. This is the foundation of your life which has been laid in the past. Okay, now you need to understand the childhood that we get. Okay, if your environment, your teachings is not in the right direction, there will be some compromises in the way we all are brought up, because people were not aware of it. And that's where in those, the people who really understand about mind, concentration, belief system, They guide their next generation in that manner to feel powerful, to believe more, to be confident, to take risks in life, to do experiments with life. They bring up their next generation like that. Okay. But many of the families, they will bring up in a very like, okay, opportunities don't come to us, life is risky, we are always in the crisis of money, life is struggle, we have to always work hard, and then only very less will come, and we need to save a lot. Nothing but mindset differences will be there in the way we all are brought up. Okay. Now you need to understand, okay, fine, whatever life has been in the past, it was a journey in the past, but now you are at an age where you can think, evaluate, and make some decisions of your life. Okay, it doesn't matter what the past would have been. And if you really want to change and upgrade and get results in your life, that can right happen right from today onwards, and nobody else can come and stop you from doing that. If you really want to succeed, doesn't matter what your past has been, if you want to succeed now, you can make it happen. You just need to know the right ways of doing it, the right techniques, and right techniques are all available on internet. Follow the right people or our programs, kind of, because we are trying to get all of those learnings. And once you know these right techniques, you need to have that determination and dedication. Okay, I will apply it. So first, get the techniques, understand it, apply it, and then be consistent with that. This is how simple life is. Simply 10 seconds can explain life. Okay, success can be explained in just 10 seconds. Understand what is right. Okay, find first what is right, understand it, apply it in your life, and be consistent with it. And if there are problems happening, be ready to change the approach. If you simply do this, guaranteed success will come. But it needs patience. That's where many people struggle. Okay. So understand, there is no other shortcut, guys. Okay. Yes, you can do as high productive pace, this, that, but you need to be patient, you need to be consistent, you need to be persistent. Like no matter what happens, I'm not going to disappear. Be the entire world gets against me, I am still there, rock solid. So we have to develop that. Okay. So now, first thing you take it, doesn't matter what has happened in your past. From today, you want to change, you can change. You know the techniques. It is about living it consistently till the time you get results. Okay. Blindly trust the system, trust the process, and results will come. If you give up in between, all of a sudden you will be still the same. Okay, that's the first thing. It's possible. Be consistent, persistent, challenge yourself. मन नहीं लग रहा है, distracted है, focus नहीं है, still challenge yourself, because nobody else is coming to now save you. Parents, teachers, हो गया. अभी now you are standing on your legs and trying to do something in the world. So you have to take your own responsibility. Don't depend on others. खुद पे थोड़ा सा start counting on yourself. ठीक है? Others, if anybody is trying to help you, it's an added advantage. But have zero expectations from the world and 100% expectations from your own abilities. Mindset change is required. And this is where comes the thing, guys. We have been doing this life transformation program since past, like what, 13 seasons done. We're launching 14th next Monday. And I have been working with like 12 years in the industry. What I have figured out is key, it all begins with your how do you think and how do you believe. Okay, thought process, mindset is the ultimate thing. This world is very like narrow minded. Okay, people are like, whatever they see, they believe only in that. Okay, but there is a lot of things happening inside human beings which we don't see, but they exist. Okay, that's where some of the people, they will be like, the most powerful tool on the planet, the most best equipment of technology in the planet is a human brain, and nobody has ever been able to mimic it. No matter how much great artificial intelligence is happening, we are not able to mimic the same brain. Okay, now just understand. And we have everybody right from childhood, we have the same brain, nothing but because these things are internal, we always are like look and feel external things. Okay, that's the reason people don't really understand the concept of how our mindset should be. People are focused on outer results always, success, failure, promotions, hikes, jobs, everything external, external physique, this, that. But the actual chaos happens within our system, within our mind, within our thoughts. And that is the reason in the current world there is so much of stress, so much of unhappiness, so much of sorrow, so much of fights. Okay, so much depression rates going, suicide rates going, people not feeling like jealousy about each other, ego is coming. All that is coming from within our minds. And that is because our mindset is not rock solid. And because nobody taught us to really train a rock solid mindset. But the point is, try to understand, don't live just an external world. it's it's not going to work out. And people just understand the external world, outer results, that matters to everyone. Okay, the game actually starts in head. Okay, and if you can control that, everything else will be taken care of itself. But start with a rock solid mindset, strong belief system, what you feel about yourself. Doesn't matter what is happening in the outside, everything might be falling, but what do you believe, so that you can still stay strong in that environment. Nothing's working out, still you are keeping on going, trying still hard. All that inspiration comes from your inner self. Okay, so that's the second. You need to get mature enough to understand your mind plays the game, and that will result whether you will succeed or whether you will fail. It's all mental game. And if you understand that, rest everything will be taken care. So don't run just for outer results. First, strengthen this foundation, your belief system, self concept. I like myself, I can do it, my abilities are great, I will be committed. It's tough for the world, but it's not for me. Once you get into this attitude and mindset of power, everything else becomes easy. Okay, and that is where, guys, when we started with our productivity, the day one, we spoke about mindset is where it starts, and you need to have that energy in you. So a rock solid mindset with an energy body will get results done. Not a dull mind with a doubtful attitude. You'll not be able to do things. Lazy body, dulled mind, doubts, confusion, negative thoughts, such people will never get results in life. They will struggle. So when you want success, doubts goes away. You need to take chances, you need to take risks in your life, you need to start believing. That is where we said work on your mindset on a daily basis, and then do something to energize your body on a daily basis. This is where we started our workshop, mindset train and energizing body. Energizing body ke some techniques we said, energy boosters multiple times during the day. By that way, your physical movements will actually energize the self and you will be more in power, kind of. So that was the energy form. Mindset ke liye, guys, there is so much of information available. Spend some time in reading books, follow daily some videos of powerful people, listen something inspiring, and the more you rotate, it will start getting into your subconscious mind. Look, I want to tell you the reality of this 10 days, what happened in the past. For some of you, the information would have connected. Oh, we can be productive like this. Oh, career wise, I say thought should be like this. You have made some notes about it as well. A lot of things is there. But these things are there in the world. If somebody tries to hunt it, and after really struggling and passing through a phase of life, they will get it. But it's not about can you find that information. That is only the step number one. Can you live that information? And how can you live this information is when you keep constantly thinking about the same. I'll give the simple technique. Whatever notes you have written, almost every day you read these notes and absorb it in your mind. Do that for next 1 month. Slowly the inner system will start changing. That's where it is said, okay, daily read books. As soon as you stop reading, and even our notes, it's kind of a book. As soon as you stop doing these things, there are so many challenges happening in your life, and those thoughts will be dominating and killing your life. So understand these basic things. Success is possible to achieve. We need to live it consistently. Okay? So mind ko daily training is required. Attitude daily you have to upgrade. So that has to be a constant effort every single day. And that is where work on your mind, work on your energy, and keep refreshing your mind on a daily basis. Don't stop, and never tell the statement, I know it. Never tell that statement. Why? Because even if you know it, if you don't apply it, if you don't live it, it's useless. You can just be a preacher. Okay, you can just talk about it, but you have not taken benefit of all that. And that's where with our programs, life transformation, we साथ में कर सुबह 6 बजे उठ के we will do this. When we say कि we will go lives, we go everybody together, we post together, we do everything together. The reason being that we want to do it like not just say it and forget it kind of. So we are trying to get into that level. Okay? So, but yes, you need to understand that whatever you know, if you live that, then only results will come. And it is very tough for living that, because there is a system. You need to understand your mind, your body, your dedication, your commitment, what works, what does not work, and then be consistent enough, long enough. Life rewards for persistent people. Okay, so life is not going to reward everybody. Those who stay persistent in the game, they will be rewarded in the end. So any techniques can be learned and mastered, but if you live persistent with that, then the results will start coming. Otherwise it will be a knowledge which you know but you don't live. Okay, and that is where, so understand the basic concept. Living your knowledge will bring change, not just by knowing. Living the knowledge will bring change, and only you can live for yourself, right? So you have to do something about it. Okay, now we continued further with our program, and the second day of our productivity session was the actual system, end-to-end system of productivity. Okay, देखो, one thing I will tell, what happens is, I came across this example, somewhere I read about it. It was about, I don't remember the name of the person. So I remembered the learning, but I forgot who the person was who gave that learning. So there was some big president of a country or some very big person, okay? And generally people used to come with doubts to that guy. Okay, so he used to help poor, and a lot of people used to come travel from a lot of places with some concerns and problems, and he used to give suggestions and solutions to all. So एक बार एक mother with a child came to that guy and said, this my son actually eats a lot of sweets. Okay, can you please guide him कि भाई नहीं खाना है, and ये सुनता ही नहीं है, he doesn't listen to me, eats a lot of sweets, blah blah blah. And then that guy said, he waited, he thought for a moment, and he said, okay, come back next week, then I will give some solution to it. Okay, and ठीक है, so after standing in a long line, that lady comes back next week again, rush is there and all, the number comes, and the lady is like, okay, you said last time to come this week, so I've come with my son again, he eats a lot of sweets, and can you guide him something? Okay, so that person says, okay, very serious, looking into the eye of the son, you don't eat sweets, and that's it. Lady बोलती है, साले एक हफ्ता लगाया, give some valuable suggestion, ये तो मैं भी, I can also say that there was a big deal in this. ठीक है, so that person says, okay, last week when you came, at that time I was also eating sweets. So since last week till now, I made sure that I never ate any sweet, and I made a commitment to myself that I will not eat. So I'm more confident to tell that statement to that son, you don't eat sweets. Okay, a simple example, but it says that you need to live what you know, as simple things like not eating a sweet. And it can get as complicated as living your 24 hours in a perfect manner. When you start your day, when you end your day, how much time you spend on social media entertainment, how much time you spent on daily learnings, how much time you spent on daily actions, okay, how much time you are thinking negative thoughts, how much time you are doing encouraging and mind wiring thoughts, how much time you are spending in upgrading your skills, interacting with people. And that's where, if you can perfect your 24 hours, guys, life will become magic. We are trying to do that. Yes, I have also not perfected all my 24 hours, but that is where I'm trying to come up with programs by which we can together master these 24 hours. Okay, and that's what I'm trying to come up with, another program of this career transformation, where the plan is these pomodoros and all that we have introduced, the productivity session, morning setting up a plan, and then evening reviewing it, and pomodoros in the between, energy boosters in the between, and then reducing this distraction, enhancing the focus. Okay, and all of these fundas to permanently live it for like 3 weeks in a go. Because once we live it for 3 weeks, you will find that your life would just rocket ahead. Right now, the pace of your life is going very slowly. Whether you realize it or not, we are not living to our potential. Life is slow right now. We are losing a lot of time. We have given up. We are taking things in a very light manner. If you utilize time na 3 weeks of this system, you will realize ke wo rocket booster pe baith gaya on types. Okay, and that's what I'm coming up with a system so we can do it together, support each other and make it happen. That's how it works. I know doing it individual is tough. Okay, and that's why we are trying to do it like a community so that we all can make it possible. We have done it like last 13 seasons of live transmission. Tough things, waking up morning 5 a.m.s, and we have completed like 500 days of that, and 5Ks we did so many things. Alone it was tough, together it becomes easy. Okay, so that's what karte hai. But again, coming to the point, we understood that entire system of productivity. And what was the system? You wake up in the morning, you decide what are my top 3 items which I should finish today. That's nothing but the morning planning, arrange based on priority. Okay, now take these items, get into a Pomodoro model of working. And what does it say? It is based completely upon a human psychology. So it says you work focused for 25 minutes, then take a break for 5 minutes, relax your mind, calm down, because that's the average. Like, you can stay very nicely focused for 25 minutes. Some stats has shown that. Okay, so if you really want to work for long hours with getting results, these intermediate breaks will help you. Otherwise your energy levels and focus and attention will start dropping. Okay, so this is where they said, Pomodoro said, okay, you start with a 25 minutes focused attention work, keep your phone aside, just know that what task you're trying to do and do it with full involvement. Don't involve in like talks to other people or social media. When you work in a Pomodoro, you just work, you try to complete your task which you're trying to do. As soon as the 25 minutes are done, take a 5 minutes break and do this cycle 4 times. After that, take a 15-30 minutes break, and you will realize you will not feel tired, you will not feel exhausted. In those 5 minutes, guys, you can dance, you can sing, you can enjoy, you can go play with your, maybe anybody in your home, some children will be there. Uthaka patko salo go. Have fun. Okay, and that refreshes your mind, and like chalo, next 25 minutes again on fire. So you will realize that productivity will not be a painful activity. Who says success has to be pain? It can be achieved with the right way and a smile on your face as well. So there is excitement, there is energy, there is fun, there is focus, there is music, there is entertainment. When you balance your entire day like this, that's where you feel ki today day actually counted in my life. I started my day with energy. I did so many nice things. I was full edge focused. I had fun. I called my some friends, because that energy momentum will give you entire day results. You do that. Let me tell, okay. For example, okay, day before yesterday, I track my Pomodoros now. Okay. So earlier I was not doing it, but once we started discussing, I started implementing this Pomodoro. That's where I gave even the URL of that to track it. So I completed 18 Pomodoros in one day. Okay. तो स्टार्टेड विथ लेस फिर मैंने 18 का शॉट मारा. मैं बोला आज तो करेंगे साला, काम करेंगे. ठीक है, सो आई सैट देयर एंड लाइक 18 पोमोडोरोस विद ब्रेक, एंड आई फेल्ट प्राउड अबाउट दैट डे. Okay, I did something nice. So this is what, when you do it, when you repeat it, you will feel that I lived a nice life. I matlab you will say that for yourself. ऐसे नहीं, अरे तौसिफ ने बहुत अच्छी जिया. नहीं, you lived it for yourself by taking charge of your life. And that's where it becomes interesting. Okay, and we are saying it's a big thing. It will have challenges. It's not easy, but the point is it is possible to master. Kya chahiye? Dedication is more required. That's it. You know the system, you are in control of your time. Start dedication, step by step jana hai, not like one shot everything. Step by step, plan it, execute. So this is what we discuss about that productivity. And then further we started going ki bhai, in the current world distraction levels are growing because of social media. So we don't want to be distracted, right? So slowly and steadily you need to reduce the time waste that we are doing on social platforms. Slowly, gradually. Okay, you start with setting maximum 1 hour of time waste. Okay, and from that 1 hour start reducing it. like maybe 45 minutes, after that 40 minutes, 30 minutes, and you will realize it is so easy to train your psychological mind. 5 minutes अगर कम भी होते गए ना, you will not feel like missing anything. Okay, set up benchmark right now. The unfortunate truth is कि people are spending like 2 to 3 hours per day just wasting on social media. Okay, and because they are getting addicted to that, that's what the platform wants them to do. So start with a benchmark, define it for yourself. Okay, firstly, how you should do it. Right now, observe how much time you are spending on social media. Wasting. Okay, social media can be used for learning also. So that is fine. Use it for learning, no problem. But how much time are you wasting on social media? What is a time waste? When you are in your deathbed, will you feel good के मैंने ना 100 reels एक साथ देखा, क्या मजा आया, वो गाने चल रहे थे, and I was enjoying. Like, you will not feel proud about that. It's a waste of time, and you know it's waste of time. Just that, what is that scrolling and stories and this and that, because they have created an addicted system, and it happens to all because they play with our human system. ठीक है, पूरा का पूरा स्टडी करके there are big scholars sitting there. Okay, I watched one of a movie, ठीक है, which was based upon the Silicon Valley. So all these startups and Facebooks and all, वहां से निकल के आए. So I was watching some movie of that. Okay, and what they said is कि there used to be open seminars conducted in the Silicon Valley where there were mind psychology experts. They used to come and say ki how you can influence a human brain and how to attach that with technology to increase addiction levels. Okay, and there is this all documentary available on Netflix, like The Social Dilemma. So they have like done a lot to make people addicted to them. But the downside is we are losing our life because of that. Life is time, and we are losing our time simply because of just scrolling and entertainment. So guys, again, it's your life, not your parents, not your teachers. They have given you the foundation to live, but from here, if you waste your life, it is because of your decisions. Okay, it will be because of your decisions. So we should make sure why are we wasting time, and start controlling it. It's possible. Human brain can be trained. It's possible. Start controlling. First, observe how much time are you spending right now. Gradually start reducing that time. In a matter of 1 month, धीरे धीरे कम हो जाएगा. In a matter of 2, you will feel that you don't even need to see that. A brain will be trained to that level also. So reduce the distraction. Okay. Now, important thing, guys. If something which is there in your life disappears, okay, that craving will come inside, right? Or chala gaya, now what should I do? What should I do? So you need to fill that with something positive. That's how it works. You engage yourself into something more meaningful and start reducing it. So it has to happen like this. And that's where we are saying one side, okay, set up these kind of Pomodoro system, learning new skill systems. Okay, as part of some of the workshop, we said every month add one new skill to your resume, learn it, do some project, put it into GitHub. Now, when you engage your life with meaningful activities, you will automatically reduce the unnecessary activities. And you will realize that life can be fun, it can be growth, it can be success. And then you will be like, after 5 years from now, you will be like, in the year 2022, I wasted so much of my time on social media. Thank God I got some maturity at that time. So that's where I am here. You will be saved. But someday that has to start. If you cannot save yourself right now, future is going to be even more tougher. Because the more time that you spend with the current patterns that you live in your life, it will wire more inside your brain. So if you're daily late waking up, if you daily give excuses, if you blame about life, if you don't work out daily, if you come up with always reasons of failures, okay, if that is your way of thinking and living, and if you're addicted to social media 2 hours a day, every single day, you don't work out, your body is getting dull. If you're addicted to these patterns, the more you live with these systems, it will wire inside your mind and the body. We understood all that with life transformation. It wires inside us, and it becomes very tough to then come back. You can imagine how it's a training basically. Okay, simple a question. If you train something, what happens? You become perfect in that. swimming. Okay, train karna hai, रोज swimming karo 2 साल बाद you will be like fast swimmer. Play cricket every single day for your next few years, you will be like able to strike everything. Daily practice, daily practice. So training makes us perfect. Now the question is, what are you training yourself for? What is training? Doing repeatedly. And if you are unknowingly training your life every single day to waste, to stay distracted, to not do something great and meaningful and purposeful, you're training yourself to stay a loser in your life. A doubtful, complaining, excuse giving person, you are training yourself. And multiply it with next 5 years, you will become an expert in losing life. And that's the reason people in the later ages becomes very tough to bounce back. In the age of 40s, in the age of 50s, they are like life to chale gaye. There is no coming back from that. Very few people bounce back. Yes, always these examples will be there कि so many KFC का founder ने ये किया, McD का founder ने at the age of ये किया, but those examples are very few. It's possible to bounce back, but both rewiring will be required. Strong determination. Okay, so now understand. Right now is the time. The way you're spending your every single day, whatever activities you do on a daily basis, you're training yourself for that. So if doubts are coming and you're allowing doubts to come, you're training it to always be doubtful. Okay, excuses and everything matters. So study your life, eliminate distraction, increase value add living, so that you stay satisfied when you pass this journey of life. Otherwise you will be like, sab kuch tha, a powerful machine, brain was there inside, we heard these techniques in the year 2022, but somewhere we did not do anything with our life. And the distraction in the world will grow. These guys are going to compete. YouTube भी अभी like देखो, YouTube was so peaceful for so many years. 10 साल से YouTube chill था. वीडियो डालो, वीडियो देखो, वीडियो डालो, वीडियो देखो, आराम से. YouTube was peaceful, dominated market with peace. And then it realized, oh, Facebook is taking away, Instagram is taking away, LinkedIn is taking away. What should we do? They also started. Okay, they started, okay, YouTube Premium. Everything happened in the past 3 months, 6 months. YouTube Premium they started giving. They started also allowing people to make posts. They started allowing like stories. Like they realized, oh, we are staying outdated now. The platforms will compete each other, and they are all competing for our attention. मतलब अपन तो always on the losing end है. भले YouTube जीते या मार्क ज़करबर्ग जीते, we always lose in that. They are fighting for us, and we are small person in this world, and they are big giants. So we need to be very careful. Nobody is backing up. Okay, nobody is backing us. We have to back ourselves. So don't allow them to steal our time. They are good for social connects. They have their own value, but they should not rule our life. Okay, and guys, once you take care of yourself, then you can take care of your next generation. The impact will be very big. All this social media industry is standing here since past 20 years. 2005 में कुछ नहीं था. They were just beginning 2005. Okay, 2010 में they were raw products in the market. Nothing. So in the past 20 years, सब कुछ आया है. That means the challenges which comes with social media, the next generation has not even seen. We are the generation where the challenges and the problems are evolving. And if we don't take care of ourselves in this environment, the next generation will be screwed up. If we cannot protect ourselves, what will we protect them? And right now, every child, age of 5, age of 6, they have a phone in their hand. Speaking about my भांजा also, वो YouTube के अंदर वो भी कुछ ब्लॉगिंग करते हैं, उसका भी चैनल बन गया है अभी से, ठीक है. And he also comes and talks about likes and subscriber. मैं बोला भाग सारे. So this is what, understand कि next generation और tough होगा, and who you can protect your next generation. If somebody like you wants to be productive, wants to grow in your career life, that means your mind actually thinks. You want to accomplish something with your life. You don't want to waste away. There is a huge positive in all you people. You want to do something with your lives. If after all this, if we are not able to take care of ourselves, How can we take care of next? And it will crash. Disasters will start coming. Okay, so fix the core problem and fix that what is in your hand, and your time and your stuff is in your hand. Okay, so fine. So understand, a lot of things to talk about, but करना पड़ेगा. Okay, step by step. Start analyzing, start reducing. It might feel addictive, start reducing, and then focus on your enhancement of focus. Okay, enhancement of focus, how does that happen? Right, a few things: deep breathing, meditating daily. Okay, I've seen so many CEOs daily at least 15 minutes they meditate. Before starting the day, they just go close their eyes, sit and just do deep breathing. I was watching an interview of like LinkedIn का CEO, वो Jeff Jainer कुछ नाम है, right? उसका, he was for 12 years he was CEO of LinkedIn. I was watching his seminar somewhere. Okay, and then he said कि mindfulness practices are very required even for CEOs and all, to have that mental peace and focus and concentration. And we are like, नहीं हम तो नहीं करेंगे. हमको तो सुबह सुबह गरम गरम चाय रोटी खानी है बटर लगा के. So थोड़ा सा like, let's get serious about life. Enjoyment will be there, fun will be there, but don't waste away your life. Okay, let's have some purpose, let's do something exciting with our lives. And this is how it goes. Fine. So increase your focus daily, do meditations, calm your mind down. You will realize you will not get angry, you will not like panic in stressful situations. Mind will be so much joyful inside. Okay, and daily karo multiple times. When you do it internally, there were like so many studies earlier also, let's say 100 years ago, this could have been just a theory. Okay, if you do meditation you get peaceful, words might be there, but right now there are scientific proofs about it. All those people who have been meditating since past 50 years, wo sabka brain connected in a laboratory, and they are studying okay, what has happened to their brain, why are they so much relaxed no matter what's happening around them. And they realize the brain internally changed, the wiring changed, the gray matter and all that. Brain behaved differently, it changed. When you listen to peaceful music constantly, it changes. The brain continuously changes throughout your life. It completely depends on what activities that you do. Okay, to engage into this kind of activities, you'll be peaceful. Otherwise, what is happening is, too much distraction will make you irritated, will make you angry, will make you frustrated, and you will burst out in front of people. That cool peace of mind will be gone. So just imagine, guys, distraction you're practicing daily 2 hours, meditating only 10 minutes. Where is the balance? So end result may frustration and distraction will only win, right? So if you want to live a more quality life, okay, this top portion of meditating calmness, that you make it 2 hours, and distraction you make it 10 minutes. Reverse balance will actually impact. Okay, so understand, things are very critical. But you say, I did meditation for 10 minutes, nothing happened. 23 hours tak to tu ro raha tha. So where is the balance? Okay, and you need to understand, okay, this has to reduce, the other thing has to grow. You have 24 hours. How do you plan and execute these 24 hours? For which activities you assign which minute of the day? Where are you wasting? Where are you utilizing? You need to get that precise with your 24 hours. And everything which is going to take you on a losing track, you need to remove all such things from your life. It will be tough, but you do it for 6 months, changes will start happening. And in 1 year, 2 years, you will start behaving different, thinking different, acting different, responding different. I think life will start changing. So this is what, guys, okay, understand, pura ka pura fundas are around this. Okay, and that's what with productivity related, we spoke about all these things. And then we jumped into our career related workshops, and there are a lot of techniques, guys. Okay, for career, we said about our mindset. It's like responsibility, ownership. Okay, work hard, work smart, and like work long. All three required. Take ownership. Don't work for others, work for yourself. Whether you get paid or not, still work for yourself, because if you stop working, your knowledge drops. And think like customer, you're doing directly for the customer. Your product which you develop, you deliver it right in the world. And if some customer faces, so if it is having bugs, it's not about company's problem or your client's problem, it is your problem. It is something which you developed, and how can it be buggy? Make it that personal. You will enjoy life. That level of ownership, okay, it's my job, will make you satisfied with life. If you keep thinking, I do it for the money, I do it for the company, for the client, for the appraisal, there is no end to that greed. But when you say, I do it for myself, a satisfaction comes in life. And then you will try to do your best shot. You will work as hard as possible. So understand, this mindset changes are required. Again, listening it one time will not do it. When you repeat it in your mind, then your way of thinking will change. And when it changes, your actions will change. Okay, so this is what step by step, step by step. And one very interesting thing, guys, we understood as part of our this career booster session. Okay, simple. Okay, 10 to 7 or whatever your working time, that's basically only executing time. It's like players playing one day international ek din, they are executing. Okay, but for that execution they have prepared it during test nets for like days and the months in the past. Every wrestler, when it goes for wrestling, or a weightlifter when it is going for weightlift, the actual show when it is actually weightlifting happens once, but for that he has trained so many days and weeks in the past, right? When you go to your work, 10 to 7 is where you are executing. The question we should ask is, where are we preparing? And don't try to think while executing itself I will master and I'll prepare. It doesn't work. The client wants tight delivery from you. There will be no time to learn something new. If you try to squeeze it, it would be very little. You have to give other time. You have 24 hours. When you work thinking, it is your responsibility, it is your job. You work for yourself, not for the company. When you think I work for the company, you will work 10 to 7. When you think I work for the money, you will work 10 to 7 because that is made mandatory for you. You will say rest of the time is my time. But when you say I work for myself, then 24 hour becomes available for work. And when 24 hour becomes available for work, one section of that 10 to 7 you give for execution, and you have remaining lot of time for actual preparation. And if you can plan something like that, from this lot of time, give it for your family, give it for your personal growth, give it for your skills growth, and then you will realize that is what is mastering life. You need to take ownership of whatever you're doing 100%. You never do things incomplete with an empty heart. If you don't like your job, do something to like it, otherwise change it. But you cannot give even 1 hour of your life on things which you do not appreciate. It's a life waste. So do something, you start liking what you do. And it's possible. Take the ownership, learn new things, make it exciting. It's a human being blessing that we can train ourselves on anything. Every skill is possible to learn. Yes, we might be good in something, bad in something, but given enough time and with right focus, we can learn everything. It might take some time. Maybe we will not become perfect in that, but at least 80% prepared rahega, which is enough to live a very happy life. Okay, so understand. And that is what big learning, ownership of your 24 hours, work for yourself. 10 to 7 is the execution time. Rest of the time, you have to prepare. And guys, yesterday's session itself, it was a wonderful one. Okay, as part of yesterday's session, how do you plan your career? Right, so there itself so much things to grow. Always there is a next level. Always there is a next level. Okay, you become good in independent coding, you become good in debugging, you become good in doing R&Ds and POCs on new things, you become good in standards, you become good in designing, you become good in full stack, you acquire new skills which helps you in like design patterns, and you will keep growing there. And then your leadership skills, then architecture skills, and then so much of stuff is there to learn. There is always next level. Never think bahut kuch aa gaya. There is nothing. Okay, and if entire life also if you keep learning, the learning will not be full. 100 साल तक भी पढ़ रहे हो, still कुछ ना कुछ रहेगा सीखने के. That's how life is. Okay, so never saturate, keep learning, keep growing, apply that. That's a very like interesting learning which came. And देखो guys, career का there is one thing. Okay, you need to understand, career is part of your life. Career is part of your life. You cannot hate it, you cannot deny it, and you cannot over let it dominate your life as well. Life is about balance. Life is always and it will always remain about balance. Life is about the people that you live with. Life is about fun and entertainment. Life is about making money. Life is about traveling, exploring new things. Life is about helping others, helping the society. That everything is life. And if you just start running after one thing, any one thing it may be, you will fail in life. Beat career ke piche bhag rahe ho, you will fail in all the other things. If only you are running after relation, you don't have anything else, you will fail in that also. You run only after adventure and fun and masti, you will fail in that also. If you run after one thing of life, you will miserably fail in your lives. Okay? So understand, career is one section, and this is how the world is. Someday you should think about how the world has evolved. ठीक है, कभी कभी ऐसे ही like कभी weekend में कुछ काम नहीं होता है ना, start thinking okay how the world would have evolved. ठीक है, let's say the early beings अभी वहां पे cave में रहते थे, there is nothing like money at that time, and क्या करना होता है is hunting and farming after civilizations. And how did those people then purchase plots and all? The entire world was available for them. फिर कैसे, how the evolution might have happened, and कहाँ से we are into this 21st century where there is like हर चीज के लिए there is money right? So it's pretty interesting how the world would have evolved. ठीक है, and unfortunately the most dominating part of this world has become money itself, and working 8 hours when you are active, and like daytime 8 hours is given to your work. Okay, so you need to really break down things. Okay, something has gone wrong in the evolution of a human being. Okay, work itself has become life, and now because of whatever cultures that we are working in the industry, it's not remaining to 8 9 hours, it's becoming 12 hours of work, right? And that has become like there is no other life. So we need to start taking care of things by ourselves. Okay, thoda sa smartness is required to really understand 24 hours, and there has to be a balance of everything, and your life is a day the way it is lived. Yes, sometimes you have to stretch more at work, it is fine. Okay, sometimes you have to give more value to your personal life, it is fine. But maintaining balance is what is at the core of life. Okay, so understand that. The sooner you understand, the better you will be able to take care of everything. Otherwise things will fall apart. And I would tell the same quote again, a stitch in time saves nine. ठीक है, if somewhere there is a stitch, कोई फटना शुरू हुआ है, वहीं पर उसको सी दो, stitch is there itself. If you don't do it, it will tear big, and then you have to do 9 stitches to patch it up. That's what is applicable to your life. If you don't take care of your personal relationships, of your friendships, of your health, of giving back to the society, of your fun and entertainment, and of your career, these damages will start becoming big, and then you have to do a lot of patchwork to get your life back to normal. Okay, one of the reason why I have achieved very nice stability and success in my career, okay, 12 years in industry, 40-member team I'm leading right now, one core reason was I always thought ahead in future, and I never allowed things to fail in first case. It was always pre-planning and pre-execution. Before the damage used to happen, we used to fix it. And that's where the projects for years together never collapsed. Okay, if you allow things to fail, the patchwork will be required, but it would be exhausting and painful. So I want you all to think ahead in future, be a visionary. Where am I going next 2 years, 3 years? Look ahead in future and start taking actions right now. नहीं दिख रहा है future, तो देखो. Open up your eyes, open up your mind, read more, look about your life, start thinking. One of the beautiful thing which happened to me a few years ago was I started spending a lot of time in thinking. Okay, I used to take thinking is like it needs time to think. I came across those conclusions. Oh, I need to now wait, sit for 1 hour and only do some thinking. I spend like that time the way people do maybe job for 1 hour. I'm like, okay, सोचने के लिए 1 घंटा लेते हैं अभी. Okay, I want to think this. So I went through those phases. So when your mind works, ideas come, imaginations, creativity, a lot of things happen. Okay, so this is what and I want you all to start becoming mature right in your beginning of 20s itself. There is a lot of life left for all of us, inshallah. Okay, sab koi will be very happy, will be very great. Okay, lot to do and expose in life, but don't waste your time away. Utilize it right from today onwards. Okay, and I know many of you are trying to do it, but I'll keep saying ki if you stop doing it now, slowly again old life comes back. So daily you need to read, daily you need to follow the people like this Gary Vaynerchuk and a lot of other people which we said the names. They are really somebody who have accomplished a lot in the world. Okay, so fine, we will do that. And you need to understand the actual meaning of life, and then everything gets into sorted very nicely. Okay, so fine, this was a career workshop we conducted. All the videos are available in YouTube, I think in the IT workshop playlist itself on my channel. So you can go through it. You have some notes also with you. Go through it, prepare, bring it into life. Okay, but yes, I don't want us to disappear and just collapse away. Okay, we are starting this Monday itself with another life transformation season 14 program. Okay, which is about mastering all this 24 hours. So we start right from the morning 5:30 a.m. We do morning 6 a.m. meditations, and then we do workouts, and then we take care of our sleep habits. Then we do some goals as part of that. Then we enhance our communication skills there. A lot of things are there. Okay, personality evolution, mindset training. So we will be doing a 3 weeks workshop starting Monday. So 9 p.m. We'll share the Zoom link as part of our WhatsApp group itself. Okay, so that program will come season 14. Okay, but now what I'm planning is, okay, every alternate, there will be two programs running. One will be life transformation and one will be career transformation. Okay, so career transformation for the first time we will launch. Abhi tak we have never officially taken anything. This was also just a small career booster program. Okay, but we will be taking the way life transformation is practically doing things and experiencing change, and then you live with it for long enough, it will become permanent. Similarly, this career booster program, career transformation, that we will launch in month of like what, abhi next kya hai? March. In the month of April we will be launching that. Okay, so in that we are going to implement all these productivity techniques, removal distraction wala techniques, and then career goal accomplishment related techniques, practically like mastering all 24 hours for actually getting the work done. Okay, so I have thought about it at a high level. I'm still getting into more deep thinking about those things, and then it will be one life transformation, then career transformation, then life transformation, then career transformation. And I think together we will be building very great species of human being. This is what I want to do. Okay, in this so called world where we are all, technology is growing, but as a human being we are getting back. Okay, with these distractions, low thinking, negativity, doubts, we are getting back. Technology is enhancing. So one of my target is that human being should also evolve at the same time. Okay, and that will happen when we are controlling our mind and when we are controlling our time, when we think different, when we act different, when we believe different. So technology plus human growth, and that is how the world wants things to be. Okay, and it is our responsibility to take care of ourselves first, so that then we can take care of the next generation. Okay, so looking forward, it's going to be interesting. And again, just a closing thing for the day: take responsibility of your life. ठीक है, बोलने वाले बहुत बोलेंगे, lot of things are always there to talk, but do something and really question ki what do you really want to do in your life. Okay, and only you can answer that. Rest everything will be there, everything will be there, techniques, tools, this, that, but why do you exist? What is your purpose? And when you are going to die one day, when you look back in your life, would you feel good about the way you lived, or were you a burden on the planet? That's a really harsh question. Was your life value add on the planet, or were you just a baggage and just waiting to die? And guys, I think everybody's life has a bigger purpose. ढूंढना पड़ेगा. Okay, and you can do it when your mind evolves, when your body evolves, when your thinking evolves, when you dream, when you desire, when you want something big from your life. And that's where the world changes. Okay, so always live for that question. Okay, okay, when you are on your deathbed, will you stay proud about the way that you're living your life right now? Will you feel good about this or will you feel bad about this? And the answer, if it is bad, so change is required. If you feel good, wow, you're doing great thing, I'll be proud about this kind of life, so keep doing that, that's okay. But if you feel, nahi yaar, I'm wasting it away, I can do more but I'm wasting it away, that means change has to happen and only you can bring that change. ठीक है? So थोड़े serious questions अपने आप को पूछ लो and have a great life ahead. Okay, so it is a beautiful future in front of us and we need to do something meaningful with our lives. चलो, thank you all, let the thoughts sink in. Okay, एक बार थोड़ा सा बैठ के, okay, just take a deep breath. Everybody keep your spine erect, palm facing upwards in your laps. Take a deep breath, inhale from your nose, deep and slow. And exhale from your mouth and leave it relaxed with a straw kind of opening. Inhale, hold your breath. Exhale, hold your breath. Inhale, hold it. Exhale, hold it. Inhale, hold it. Exhale, hold it. 2 more times. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. The last one. Inhale, hold, exhale. Take a deep, long breath and exhale. Okay, slowly open up your eyes. Okay, guys, I was reading one of the book and it was said that the way in our schooling system for small kids, right from their childhood, they teach ABCDs and the letters and all that thing right from the beginning, right? So in one of a monk school, okay, they start their childhood by teaching them how to breathe. Breathing is something such a natural thing for us, but it is a training and a teaching required how we should breathe, because if you have breath control, you have control on all of your emotions. Okay, on anger, on like confidence level, on nervousness, on panicness, breath control is for everything. So that's what mindfulness will teach you, all these things. Okay, so okay, fine guys, so next Monday we will be connecting 9 again. The first week is yes open for all, and for life transformation members it is full season open for everybody. Attend it and you will experience the difference along with yourself. Okay, so chalo, have a nice day and a fantastic life everybody. Yeah, chalo.